Hi everyone. So let's continue. Today is the third day of us solving questions related to number systems. In today's video, we will see how to express a repeating decimal in the form of p by q. So in the question, you are given, you have to express 0.3 bar, okay, in the form of p by q. Okay, so let me write it correctly. This is 0.3 bar. Okay. Now, to begin with, what do you mean by 0.3 bar? The bar is just after the decimal point. Okay. So, this refers to 0.3333 and it goes on. This is what it means when you say the digit 3 is repeating. Okay. Now, the very first thing is you have to express 0.3 bar in the form of p by q. The very first thing is let x be equal to 0.3 bar. That is the given number. Okay. Always remember the bar should always be immediately after the decimal point. Okay. If the bar is immediately after the decimal point, you can label it as equation 1. Okay. Now, the next thing that you have to see is how many digits are there after the bar, under the bar. Okay. So, under this bar, you can see only one digit, right? So, if there is only one digit, then you will multiply both the sides by 10. If you have two digits under the bar, then you will multiply both the sides by 100. If you have three digits under the bar, then you will multiply both the sides by 1000. Okay. Now in this particular question, you can see that there is only one digit under the bar. So you will multiply both the sides, multiply both sides by 10. Okay, so that will become 10x is equal to 10 multiplied by 0.3 bar. Okay, which is nothing but 10 multiplied by 0.333 and it goes on. This is nothing but, so whenever you are multiplying it, this 10 into 0.333 will be, you have to shift one digit before the decimal. So it will be 3.333 and so on. This is nothing but, I can write it as 3.3 bar. Okay, this is nothing but 10x. I will mark it as equation 2. Okay, now what you have to do? Subtract 2 and 1. Okay, you have to subtract 1 from 2. Now what will you have in LHS left hand side? It will be 10x. Okay, you are subtracting this minus this. Equation 2 minus 1. Okay, so 10x minus x is equal to 3.3 bar minus 0.3 bar. Okay, now what will be the result? 3.3 bar means 3333 and goes on. Okay, minus 0.3 bar means 333. So when you're subtracting, all of this will go. The answer is just 3. Okay, 10x minus x is 9x. So 9x equal to 3 and x is nothing but 3 by 9 or 1 by 3. Okay, and what is this x? X is nothing but the given expression, that is, so x is nothing but 1 by 3, which is equal to the given question. That's what we assumed in the initial stage. Okay, 0.3 bar. Okay, so 0.3 bar. Yeah, so this is how you had to express 0.3 bar in the form of p by q. So our answer is 1 by 3. Okay, let us do another question. You have to express 0.27 bar in the form of p by q. Let's do it the same way. The very first thing is, let's assume x to be the given number, that is 0.27 bar. Okay, now how many digits are under the bar? You can see there are 2 digits. Okay, whenever there are 2 digits under the bar, you have to multiply both the sides by 100. Okay, so whenever you have a bar immediately after the decimal point, you can label it as equation 1. Okay, now the next step is multiply both sides by 100. Yeah, so 100x is equal to 100 multiplied by 0.27 bar. Okay, so this will be nothing but 100 multiplied by 0.272727 and it goes on. That's nothing but 27.27 bar. Okay, this is 100x, which I'll now mark it as equation 2. The same process, 2 minus 1. So 100x minus x from equation 1 is equal to 27 minus 27 bar minus 0.27 bar. So if you subtract, you will get only 27. Yeah, so 0.27 bar will get cancelled. See, 27.27 bar minus 0.27 bar. So if you subtract, everything after the decimal point will get cancelled out. The answer is just 27. 100x minus x is 99x. So the answer is x is nothing but 27 by 99. Okay, if you want, you can reduce it further. 3 9s are 27 and then 3 into 33 is 99. Again, 3 3s are 9, 3 11s are 33. So the answer is 3 by 11. And what is x? Initially we had assumed this is nothing but 0.27 bar. So you have expressed a repeating decimal in the form of p by q. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, hope you understood. Let's move on to the next question. In both the above two questions that we saw, okay, if you had observed, the bar was immediately after the decimal point. So you had a decimal point and you had a bar immediately after the decimal point. Even in the previous question, bar was immediately after the decimal point. So we were immediately able to take equation 1. Okay. Now what you see is the bar is not immediately after the decimal point. Yeah. It is 1 digit. So what did I tell you initially? In order to mark equation 1, your bar should be immediately after the decimal point. Only then you can mark it as equation 1. That's the first thing. And then you have to see how many digits are under the bar, and that you have to multiply both the sides by that number of zeros, right? 10 or 100 or 1000. So in this question, if you see, since the bar is not immediately after the decimal point, the very first thing that you have to do is, okay, let x be 0.237 bar. Okay, but we will not be taking it as equation 1. We will multiply both sides by 10. Okay, so when we multiply both the sides by 10, then it becomes 10x equal to 2.37 bar. Okay, so this one of the digits after it gets shifted to the left when you are multiplying by 10. Okay, now that you see, you have the bar is immediately after the decimal point. Now you can take this as equation 1. Okay, now the same thing repeats. How many digits do you see under the bar? There are 2 digits. So you have to multiply both the sides by 100. Both sides by 100, which is nothing but 100 multiplied by 10x is equal to 100 multiplied by 2.37 bar. Okay, so here you will have LHS equal to 1000x is equal to, what will you have? So in order, when you're multiplying it, you'll have to shift 2 decimal points to the left. Now it will be 237.37 bar. Okay, now this will be equation 2. The same thing now, subtract 1 from 2. So you will have 1000x minus 10x equal to 237.37 minus this one. Yeah, this minus RHS of equation 1, which is nothing but 2.37 bar. Okay, these 0.37 bar would get cancelled and you will get 235. 0.00. Okay, in the LHS you will have 1000 minus 10 is nothing but 990x. So x is nothing but 235 divided by 990. And what is the given question? X is nothing but 0.237. So 0.237 and the bar was only above 37. Now you have expressed the given decimal in terms of P by Q. So this is the final answer. Okay, hope you understood. We will continue about irrational numbers in the next video. Hope you understood. Do like, comment and do subscribe. Thank you.